Hello students, let us start with B section of chapter shear force and bending moment. It is shear stresses. What is shear stress? In first year you have completed practical on sheet metal. While scissoring, by cutting it the metal using a scissor, it is an action of shear stress. While you tear out a paper, that is an action of shear stress. So, what is exactly in case of rivet? The internal stresses induced in the beam section which resist the shear force are called as shear stresses. So, in this topic we will study single shear and double shear. See, here are two members attached with the use of rivet. The rivet, while applying the force in opposite parallel direction like shown in figure, this is the force in this direction, this is the force in this direction, then there is a tear of operation at the rivet joint and this rivet will cut in action of shear. So, this will create a single shear because only one break is there, though it is cutting in two sections, but it is a single shear. Do not get confused. So, single shear stress, it will cut at one section. So, single shear stress is equal to shear load upon area subjected to shear. So, it is P upon pi by 4 d square, the area under shear, that means this area under shear. What is then double shear stress? These are the three members 1, 2 and 3 attached using a rivet joint. It will cut at two sections, see, because it will cut once at this and another at this. So, this is the piece which will come out due to this applied opposite loads, and it will cut this rivet in three sections 1, 2 and 3. The shear stress will be at this and this end, and that is why this is a double shear stress. So, what is double shear? It is shear load upon area subjected to shear. The same formula is there, only the difference is that it is double shear. Two areas will be under shear. So, P upon 2 into pi by 4 d square. This is nothing but double shear. When three pieces are attached using a rivet, then there will be double shear. When two pieces attached using a rivet, there will be single shear. That means in single shear there are two pieces of rivet due to applied force, and in double shear there are three pieces due to applied load. Now, let us study shear stress equation. Please note, derivation is not expected in your syllabus for MSBTE. It is Q equal to small q, which is known as intensity of shear stress induced. Small q is equal to capital S capital A y bar upon I into B. Let us write down what are the terminology for terms used in this equation. Q is intensity of shear stress induced. Obviously, it is stress, so it is expressed in Newton per mm square or Newton per meter square or megapascal. Shear force, it is in Newton or kilonewton. Area of the beam, A is area of the beam, it is mm square or meter square generally. This product A y bar is known as moment of area. Y bar is distance of CG of the area considered from neutral axis, it is y bar. We have studied in shear force and bending moment diagram. It is expressed in mm or meter. I is moment of inertia expressed in mm raised to 4. B is width of the section at a distance y from neutral axis. So, these are the terminologies which has been used in this shear stress equation, which is Q equal to SA y bar upon IB. We will study numericals based on this. Before that, we have to study shear stress distribution for different sections. So, this is, you have to by heart this equation. We will write down somewhere in a corner. Q is equal to SA y bar upon IB. Take a note of this shear stress equation. Let us now study shear stress distribution for rectangular section. Consider this rectangular section ABCD having width as B and depth as D. So, this is neutral axis, this is CG y bar, CG of this selected section ABEF. Let me write down there EF. This is just for derivation. Then this is distribution diagram, shear stress distribution diagram, where Q max will be at neutral axis, and as we go away from this neutral axis, it will go on decreasing on both sides. At point y, it is 0. That means at a point d by 2, depth upon 2, it is 0. So, this is nothing but stress distribution diagram, as this is symmetrical section. This is only like semicircle. Q max will be at neutral axis. Using this formula, Q is equal to SA y bar upon IB. Q average will be S upon BD. We will see how it arrived. Q average is equal to S upon BD. For solving numericals, you do not need to prove this formula. Using this, Q is equal to SA y bar upon IB, Q average is equal to S upon BD, and Q max is equal to 1.5 into Q average. This is Q average, S upon BD, and Q max is 1.5 into Q average. We can find out I is equal to BD cube by 12 for rectangular section, y bar is equal to D by 2 for rectangular section, where D is depth and area of rectangle you know is B into D, where B is width, D is depth. How this formula Q average is equal to S upon BD? Let us have a quick look. Let us consider a rectangular section ABEF from this rectangle ABCD having y bar, distance between neutral axis, and CG of this section is y bar. This neutral axis to this section is y. Therefore, this is d by 2 minus y. This side is d by 2 minus y because this complete is d by 2 and this is y. So, this is d by 2 into y. Now, a little assumption will show that area of this ABEF is equal to B into this side, and this side is d by 2 minus y. So, area of ABEF is B into d by 2 minus y. This is nothing but area of this selected rectangle. Now, let us calculate first y bar, which is nothing but y plus half of this distance, y plus half of this distance, y plus d by 2, half, 1/2 into d by 2 minus y. So, it will comes out to be 1/2 into bracket y plus d by 2. I am just coming to this q average is equal to s upon bd derivation, but this is not needed in your syllabus. Now, putting the values of y bar, a you know s is given, I is equal to bd cube by 12 and y bar is equal to d by 2. So, putting this equation in this expression, you will get the values of q average, and q max is equal to 1.5 q average. Q average is s upon bd, you have to by heart this equation, and then I is equal to bd cube by 12 and y bar is equal to d by 2. Area of rectangle, as you know, is b into d. So, we have to solve this type of problems based on q average and q max. It is for 4 marks in MSBT question paper. After solving for a value of q max and q average, you have to draw this stress distribution diagram. That is why we have seen this. The value of q max arrived from this expression. You have to show at neutral axis, and then you have to draw this stress distribution diagram, as rectangle is symmetrical figure. So, this is a symmetrical diagram for rectangle. Similarly, let us study shear stress distribution for circular section. It is very similar to the previous one. Circle is also a symmetrical section. Q average for circular section is S upon A, where S is shear stress, shear force, and A is area. Q average is equal to S upon A and Q max is equal to 4 by 3 into Q average. In last case it is 1.5, now it is 4 upon 3. So, it is just below 1.5, it is 4 by 3 Q average. I is equal to pi by 64 d raised to 4, area is pi by 4 d square and y bar is equal to d by 2. This is the shear stress distribution. Neutral axis, at neutral axis it is q max and it is q. It is go on reducing as you go away from neutral axis from both the sides. So, this is nothing but shear stress distribution for circular section. We have to solve numericals based on these two equations, expression for shear stress for rectangular as well as circular section.